Hey folks, Tim here from Rockout Videography, and in today's video we are going to be reviewing the Rode VideoMicro Compact on-camera microphone. So stick around, we're going to test it out. Okay, so the Rode microphone. First of all, this one doesn't belong to me. A friend of mine was nice enough to allow me to borrow it for this review, so thank you, Warren. So what do you get with this? Well, first of all, if you order these from Amazon right now in July of 2022, they're going for about 50 bucks. And you get the microphone itself, you get this sort of shock mount that goes to a cold shoe mount, and you get one cable. It also comes with this dead cat windscreen, which is pretty cool. One of the things that's interesting about this is that this does not take a battery. Most of the other shotgun microphones that I have all need some sort of battery, including the one that we're recording with right now. Now, this will connect to most of your video cameras, but if you are going to connect this to your phone, you're going to need an adapter. And you'll need one like the one that I show in the PS4 microphone controller video right there. Okay. So, is this thing any good? Well, let's hook it up and test it out and see what kind of sound we get out of it. All right, here's a quick audio test just with a voice in a room. And what are we going to talk about? Well, it turns out that I was wrong about the adapter. So what I normally use on my phones is this adapter right here, and this is what we talked about in the PS4 controller video. So this is a MOVO adapter into a USB adapter on the phone. We went out and recorded this outside, drums, a whole bunch of stuff, got back and started downloading the video and found out there was no audio. Now, fortunately, my friend included his adapter with it, which we're now using, and here it is right here. This is the Cable Creation adapter, and you can find this on Amazon for about 13 bucks. Now, let's talk about the sound we're getting out of the mic in this room. My AC is off, but there's still a little bit of fan noise in the background, so it's going to be interesting to see whether this comes through or not. But there you go, just a basic vocal test. Let's try out something else. All right, let's see what some drums sound like through this mic. Now, this isn't the world's greatest drum room, but we have diffusion and absorption behind me over here. It's kind of a cheap drum set, and I should point out, I am not a drummer. I am a bass player who owns a drum set and plays around with it. So I'm probably going to screw up, and then you guys can make fun of me in the comments. Here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. So it'll be interesting to see whether the kick drum came through the low frequencies, what the hi-hat sounds like. That's kind of a wide range right there. All right, let's try something else. All right, let's see what this sounds like with some bass guitar. You can hear some hiss, maybe, through the microphone. I can hear it. I'm going through my Squier Vintage Modified Jazz Bass, playing flats, into my pedal board, into this Fender Rumble 30, an old Fender Rumble 30. So let's see what this sounds like, all right? Not the smoothest bass lick ever, but it's all about audio tests, so I'm not going to redo that. Let's move on to something else. Let's take this outside and see what it sounds like in more of a outdoor environmental situation. Hey folks, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, you can subscribe to us and hit the bell icon on YouTube, or hit the follow button on Rumble. You can also like and follow us on Facebook. If you'd like to help us make this a full-time project, consider supporting us on Patreon, where we will be posting exclusive behind-the-scenes content for our patrons. Remember, the more time and resources that we have, the more content we can produce to keep you guys entertained and informed. All right, enough of that. Let's get back to the video. Okay, we brought it outside to a park, so it's going to be interesting to hear what the differences are in sound outside rather than indoors. There's like birds out here. There was sirens in the background. We might get an airplane flying over occasionally. There isn't a lot of breeze. We're going to try the Dead Cat windscreen and see what kind of difference it makes. I don't know that it's really going to show how that thing affects wind noise in the microphone, but we will be able to see whether or not it's muffling the sound or just basically what the difference is. All right, so let's try the Dead Cat. All right, there you go. Now we've got the Dead Cat on. So is it muffled at all? When we bring this back in and start doing our editing, we'll be able to tell the difference. But there you go. A little bit more breeze picked up. So there you go. Outdoor sound test with the Rode microphone with and without the Dead Cat. Let's take it back inside and we'll have some final thoughts. All right, so here's my final thoughts on this microphone. I think at $50, it's a pretty good value. How does it sound? That's really kind of subjective. In another video, we'll talk about what happens when I record something in a room and then it goes through YouTube or Rumble's filters and then you listen to it in your room on your headphones, your speakers, whatever. But you've got a couple of things that you can sort of listen to now in this review to kind of make a judgment for yourself on what you think about the sound quality. This microphone does not have like a plus 10 dB switch on it. It doesn't have a high pass filter, low cut, which can be useful, especially when you've got stuff like rumbles of air conditioning in the background. The shock mount, does it really work as a shock mount? I mean, the material is not really rubber. It's sort of a flexible plastic. I couldn't really think of a way to test it without making sounds that would come through the microphone itself rather than like vibrations or whatever. But theoretically, if you're doing handheld work, this kind of shock mount, it could be useful. Things I like about it, again, the fact that you don't need batteries with this, that it just hooks straight up, that's good. Keep in mind, again, the kind of adapter that you're going to need. I would specifically buy the adapter we showed there, the cable creation one, because we know it works. That's what you're going to need if you're using it with your phone. Again, if you're going straight into some sort of video camera, DSLR or a camcorder, it should be fine with the cable that it's got. We're going to be doing more microphone shootouts and reviews with some of the other shotgun mics and stuff that we have. So look forward to that. And as always, I thank you for taking the time to watch a video, and you guys have a great day.